Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's good to be here. I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to everyone. Let's play some Terracards version 1.2.6, the Snowy Island update, if you will. I did a video on this before, kind of covering some of the new features. There are many, so we're just going to play the game and see what kind of trouble we can get into, right? See what kind of ways we can utilize some of the new features. I am really interested in penguins. If you saw my kind of preview video of this, I kind of had a nice little penguin build going on, so maybe we can mess around with that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities certainly are endless. Just wanted to play around with the new build of the game, of course. So thanks for hanging out. If you are new here, please consider liking and subscribing. Really appreciate it. Everybody in this community is awesome, and I really appreciate the support everybody has provided up to this point. It's been just fantastic. It's been awesome. The Terracards community is great. Discord server is great. The game developers are, present and responsive. You just love to see it, folks. So let's get a nice little sunflower base going. We have some corn here as well. I think corn's good. Corn's good. It's just very water intensive, but we can definitely get some down here. The question quickly becomes, however, what's our money crop, right? What's our staple? Now, there are some kind of age-old staples, I suppose you could say, right? Things that have worked in the previous version of the game, the 1.2.5 and previous. But I'd really love to try to exploit some of the new cards in the game. There's one particular card I'm looking at. It's right here, Jingle Clucks. Really love to get a Jingle Clucks on the board, so we're going to try. Turns chickens into turkeys as well. I mean, a lot of versatility with this card. And it also lays the elf egg. I mean, it just seems like a fun card to try and break the game with. However, it's quite elusive. It's quite tough to get. Per the developers on Discord, you actually need to feed a Pannettone to a giant chicken. That's how you make a Jingle Clucks, okay? So if we look at that, we have the Pannettone here. No, here. Here, Pannettone. We gotta feed that to a giant chicken. And there's a large sequence of materials that need to go into this to make it. I mean, we can try for that. With kind of some of the bugs in the new update though, right now, it does get a little glitchy. There are some features that aren't working properly, like weed expansion. So we kind of have that working against us here, folks, but we're just chilling. We're just hanging out. It's the holiday season. It's time to rejoice. It's time to be happy. And that's what we're focusing on here today. So if you can get down with that, I can get down with that for sure. More sunflowers? Sure. Let's take advantage of the production boost of the sunflowers. Let's get a little bit of water action coming our way as well. Home Sweet Home, weed expansion going wide. I'm going to take Home Sweet Home because weed expansion, like I mentioned, I think it's broken. At least right now. Current iteration of the game suggests that it's broken. I was actually playing around with this, not for a video, and yeah, your weed actually dies. It doesn't respawn. It doesn't spawn additionally like it's supposed to. It actually dies. So that's really unfortunate. I hope they get that updated soon. I'm sure they will. Busy season for everybody though, of course. So what are we doing here? So I think if we're gonna set this up properly, I'm just going to expand a little bit. I'm gonna get a melter right here. I have a plan in my mind that I want to try to enact to make Jingle Clucks real, right? But it's going to have its challenges, of course, for sure. So we're gonna see. We'll see how well it works. So let's throw down our mill right about here. I think that's a good spot for it. That's a great spot for it. And just keep on rolling by the cows. I don't necessarily want to play cows in this one. You know, in Terracards you have the flexibility to kinda adjust your play style on the fly, if you will. Blue wheats, don't mind if I do. That's a big one to get. Also gonna want to focus on some fuel production here in the next, 5 to 10 turns or so. The fuel wheat would be nice. Get some fuel corn here. That does go well with our overall corn build. It wouldn't be bad. Our melter's a little out of range. I could expand into it. Certainly could. Why don't we go... Let's roll by fuel corn. Let's grab more just regular corn. I'm okay with that. Corn can kind of be a staple carry crop, if you will. And we're definitely going to need some carrion. If we can get this Jingle Clucks to work for sure, we're going to need a lot of luck and a lot of cash. So, let's see what's possible here. You notice a bit of stickiness here. I know the developers are working on getting a resolution for that, which is great. Here's a new one, the crow. But with wheat expansion broken, I don't think I'm going to go crow. I love the idea of the crow. Once wheat expansion gets fixed, I'll be all over that. I'll be doing a video trying to break the game with crows for sure. But as it currently sits, we don't really have that flexibility, unfortunately. So we're going to go field corn right here. Be our little field corn island. It's going to go into our melter like so. Popcorn and field corn. Alright, let's grab more watery trees just so we're nice and future-proof for the water. Have a nice open island on our blue wheat. Or open spot on our blue wheat island, I should say. Flush Blackwater. Paste Bloom. Let's go Paste Bloom. We do have enough sunflowers on the board to really make that one useful. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'll actually hold on to this watery tree. You never know when you might need a watery tree, right? As you're building out your islands, there might be a nice, opportune spot to throw a watery tree. We'll see. Here's a fermenter. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that even over the blue wheat. And you're probably, if you've seen my videos, you would have thought I was going blue wheat there for sure. And I don't blame you one bit. But folks, we have a goal in mind here. And I don't know how achievable it is, but we have a goal in mind. And that goal involves a fermenter. That goal involves a centrifuge, a juicer, a melter, all kinds of things. So we're playing them down, throwing them down. Another melter, giant chickens. That's the key to the Jingle Clucks. I don't think we're quite there yet, but we do need another melter. And the reason we need another melter is because we need both kinds of sugar. We need the refined variety and we need the non-refined variety. So we're gonna have a little melter island right there as well. And we're just gonna keep on keeping on here. Okay, getting a lot of fermenter love. Let's grab some medium fences. And this will allow me to kind of build out the overall plan here. So let's put a small fence right here. Let's put a medium fence in the middle here. And that's going to be, hopefully, the future home of Mr. or Mrs. Jingle Clucks. But we'll see. Let's get some more sunflowers there. You betcha. Sunflowers and their nice paste bloom essence reward will keep our economy stable. Just trying to find some stability here, folks. Anyway, how's everybody's holiday season going? You sick of the hustle and bustle yet? I personally just got all my holiday shopping done today. I went out there into the world like a warrior and just went from store to store to store, you know, just grinded it out. It was an all-day event, literally. So I'm just happy that's over. We'll put it that way. Rabbit Apprentice, yeah, we'll go with that. That'll be a nice little resource for the giant chicken, hopefully, maybe. And here we go with the stickiness again. Sorry about that, folks. I was really hoping to get the bug fix implemented, that the developers got the bug fix implemented prior to me doing a video showcasing some of the new features. But that hasn't quite happened yet, which is okay. I'm sure everybody's busy around this time of year. Completely understandable. So we're gonna put up with it. We're gonna deal with it. Let's re-roll more watery trees. Certainly could, but let's see if we can't get something. So we do need another centrifuge as well. So we're gonna grab yet another centrifuge and continue to play our blue wheat to get our nice energy foundation here. And let's just get a quick assessment. How's everything looking from an econ standpoint? About 4 grand. It's not great, but it'll do. It'll definitely do. So we're gonna put another centrifuge right here, actually. Let's see if we can get the elusive Jingle Clucks. So here we go with the penguin. So this is a new card. It gets really good production if it's just kind of out on its own or in a lake. We don't really have the lake yet though, so it's not really worth me drawing the penguin and just holding on to it. So I'm going to re-roll. Re-roll for more blue wheat. Yeah, we'll go with more blue wheat. I mean, we have a wonderful and terrific infrastructure here for blue wheat, so it would be foolish of us not to take advantage of that. Just gonna keep on playing our blue wheat to get our sunflowers all boosted up here. Cocoa trees. Let's re-roll. Chickens, I mean just basic chickens. We could go with basic chickens here. They do eat corn. Let's grab the giant sunflower for right now. I think we're a little off yet. What we're really looking for is the giant chicken. And just to remind myself again, so Jingle Clucks turns chickens into turkeys in a 3-island range. Okay. So chickens are definitely in the future kit if we can somehow make that happen. So we'll definitely go with our avian friends for sure. But the way it currently sits, I mean, we have to start making some cash to start making money. So let's go with the blue wheat here. That's another fine spot for some blue wheat, given it's in range of our mill. More sunflowers, giant chicken, here we go. So we do get our giant chicken on the board, that's excellent. And why don't we throw our giant sunflower right here, because real estate's a little expensive right now. So Jingle Clucks, let's get our giant chickens in the proper fence here. Using that nice home sweet home buff. Soy, penguin, carrot. Bird nest. We are definitely going to need a bird nest too. Yeah, let's go bird nest. Why not? So let's throw the bird nest right here. And that will enable us to get some chicken cards, which we have plenty of now. So we can definitely start putting some of these chickens in here just to get a little extra income, right? You might as well play them if you got them. Some more giant chickens, we could certainly do that as well. What are we looking for? We're looking for some sugarcane for sure. We're looking for... I mean, there's a bunch of different buildings that we need. We need some trees. We need some apple trees for sure. I mean, grapes. Is that an option for us? It's an option, for sure. But let's roll by it. Fermenter, king crab, penguin. The penguin is just teasing me, I tell ya. Peanuts? Nah. Sugarcane, here we go. Alright. We got some sugarcane now. Love to see that. And it looks like we are getting a giant chicken card every single turn, so we don't even really need to draw. You know, we don't need to draw chickens. We don't need to draw giant chickens either. They're coming to us for free, and you'll love to see it, folks. Alright, so let's go right here with our sugarcane. Nice and surrounded by structures, so it's going to get a nice little boost to it. And let's get some of these chickens played as well. Definitely want to save some fence space for elves as well, because Jingle Clucks should give us elves as well. So let's go with Dionysian Rites. I think that's a fine play. And our hand is getting so large that it's hard to even tell what I have. Let's see here. So how are we doing? Egg production is great, but it's just not making us much money. Making about 8 grand. Alright, let's fill these up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Grapes. Scarecrow, giant carrot. So Scarecrow does buff the production. Plus 5 production to crops on same island. I mean, that's not a bad one to grab. You could grab that. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's grab a Scarecrow. And here we go. A little bit of hiccuping in the game here. It's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure it makes for just stellar content too, doesn't it? Thanks for bearing with me. Like I said, the developers are really working on it. I know they are. Alright, medium fence. We're good on fences. We need some trees, man. And we need them. Cocoa tree, you betcha. We'll take it. And we'll get to start watching our spending here, but let's throw some cocoa trees right here. Get those. They're not really doing too much in their current iteration, but we got plans. Alpha Wolf. Sunflower. Just to prevent a costly reroll, let's go Sunflower. We do have Paste Bloom, so it makes sense. Let's throw a few chickens here too. Let's continue to fill out our island here. Money is going to be tight. It's starting to tighten up on us. Big time. We're just not making enough. We're just not quite there yet. Blue wheat. Only a 6 stack. I don't love that. Fuel wheat. I mean, we do need more wheat for sure. Let's grab fuel wheat. You bet. A 20 stack is nice. And here we go. We're looking at another costly expansion here. Just to get our sunflowers played. That's not good. So let's just play a few more here. I definitely want to save some fence space for sure. Let's play some fuel wheat here and on the adjacent island to it. Although wheat is not going to bail us out, folks. We have to generate something that is much more lucrative than just wheat, I tell ya. So that is what we're aiming for, but we are still pretty far off based on what we need yet. We need an oven, right? We need a mixer. We need all kinds of stuff. A crap collector. Not really going to do us much good. Fuel corn. How's our fuel corn island? Nice and full. More sunflowers. I mean, it hurts to reroll so much. Grapes don't really make you much. Penguins are going to need a pretty big land expansion and lakes to really make use of them. Grapes are also going to require land expansion. Sugarcane. Luckily, we're able to roll into some sugarcane, which is a very playable card right now with our current land that we have. So that's good. You'll love to see that. However, our hand is getting pretty populated with stuff that we just simply can't play right now. Alright, so let's get our sugarcane down. Blue wheat apple tree. Okay, there we go. We did get the apple tree. That's good. That's what we need. And the apple tree... I've got a spot for that already too. So the apple tree is going to go right here. Just barely scraping by. Barely scraping by. Are we going to be able to take this one over the top? We'll certainly find out. Bird nest. Water tank. That's a useful card. We'll take that just so we don't have to re-roll. That's the primary reason. We can certainly throw... Okay, so we have more sugarcane here. So what we can do is... Let's go right here. I believe we're making enough just to barely keep the lights on. Yep, and we managed to just barely keep the lights on. Field grapes. I mean, nothing else is useful, so let's take field grapes. Maybe that can save us. Maybe not. But maybe so. We'll have to find out here. Could really use a water tank. Scarecrow, fisherman huts, barn, crusher, sunflower. We just don't have the cash to reroll. So I'm gonna grab a barn just because it's nice and it's a very small stack, right? We have to focus on getting the cards that have already been selected, like the water tank, for instance, in our hand and good to go. And there was a water tank right there and I just rolled by it. My bad, my bad. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's get the water tank right here. $13K is just not going to be enough, but we do get our juicer. That's good. We need that. Need that on both islands here. Do get one juicer here, so let's take advantage of that by throwing it right here. I mean, it's going to be tight. At this rate, it's going to be very tight. Electric carrot, pastor. We just can't afford to re-roll. So I'm going to have to take the electric carrot, even though I don't have a place for it. Or we could go with the pastor, because there's only 3 in the stack. Yeah, why don't we do that? I don't love either of those choices, though, frankly. Here we got our other juicer, so let's throw that right here. This is a very ambitious build, I must admit. The taxman come and almost takes all of our cash. That's not good. Refinery, yep, you bet. We'll take that. We do manage to draw it. So this is where we're going to have our refined sugar production right here. From this one mighty sugarcane that's pumping out 90 per. Get some refined sugar there. You'll love to see that. But is it going to be enough? That's the question. And is there something we can do to save it? Like, do we... I mean, 2 times production, right? So these chickens are going to go from laying 2 eggs to 4. And we'd have to spend, you know, 45k just getting there. It's going to be close. We get the oven here. That's what we need. It's one of those buildings we need for sure. So let's see if we can get that oven in our hand here. Our hand is just too full. And like I said, we need something more meaningful. Refinery crusher. Looking for a mixer. Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny could certainly help bail us out. Why don't we go with the Easter Bunny just as sort of a last ditch effort, if you will. Can always like throw them right here or something in a small fence. But for our oven, let's get it right here. In fact, I don't have the Easter Bunny in my hand. So that would be a very reckless way to spend. So if we be another like 34, it's gonna be really, really tight, folks. Yeah, we might have to go Easter Bunny just to save us. But we're starting to assemble things together. You see how we're making... So we're making the candied fruit. The candied fruit is one... and dough. So hold on a second. Candied fruit and dough. It's got to be mixed up first. That's what has to happen. We just need a mixer. Folks, we just need the mixer. And then this thing should be launching into orbit for us. Just need the mixer. Do we have enough to keep the lights on? This is going to be so close. One reroll will absolutely tank us. So we're not going to do that. I don't really want the wheat either. You know, it is Christmas. Let's go with the cross. Popcorn. Yes, we are making popcorn. And we're able to sell and keep the lights on for one more turn, folks. 10 more days. So I'm going to get an Easter Bunny down right here. It just has to happen. And hopefully that chocolate production can save us. There's a small fence in here somewhere that I need to draw. And then we can expand a little bit. Transport tube, olive trees, yes. Yes. We'll take the olive trees, you bet. Throw them right there with our cocoa trees. It's not really going to matter too much exactly what's there. Let's throw a small fence down right here. And then let's convert this just massive blue wheat production into chocolate bars, which should help support our economy. Because I don't think, like, we're not going to survive another turn. We have 5 days here. We're not going to survive. In fact, the Easter Bunny might not even make this possible. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what kind of income we get. We're getting 23k. What are we doing now? Just need the mixer. More giant chickens, fuel infuser, medium fence. I'll take the medium fence. I don't want it, but I'll take it. Now we have 263k. Thank you, Easter Bunny. You just bailed us out in such a big way. It would be a shame to come this far, right? And this is, of course, provided that the way I plan this out actually works. I don't know if it does. For all I know, I throw my mixer down right here and something happens. But we'll certainly see. No, we need the sugar production there. Thinking of another spot for another Easter Bunny. I think what we've been given, though, with the Easter Bunny is just an ability to expand more, which is great, right? You need that. You just needed that so bad. So that was huge. Easter Bunny comes in clutch. Even though it's Christmas time, you know, holiday time, You don't usually link that with the Easter Bunny, but the Easter Bunny saves the day for sure. Field cow, bird nest, juicer, wheat, gnome here. Gnome's interesting. +5 production to adjacent island crops. Yep, you betcha. So that'll give us more chocolate production over there. So we'll grab our friend the gnome. And I guess let's expand here and let's throw down some fuel wheat. Might as well maximize the capabilities of the mighty Easter Bunny. 282, that would have been a problem. That would have been a big problem, but we are doing better now for sure. All right, let's just get some of this random stuff out of my hand. I think this is a great island for a sunflower. So we'll start a new sunflower island there. Actually, no, it's not a good island for a sunflower at all, because it's next to a structure. Whoops. And we're gonna have some trouble here due to the laggy issues. But that's alright, we're just looking for a mixer. We just need a mixer. I'm excited to get a mixer. We want to see a mixer. I mean, who doesn't want to see Jingle Clucks in the digital flesh, right? I know I do. We get an ager here. I meant to press a little question mark there. Getting a little sloppy here, folks. Must have been the crazy day I had in the retail sphere for sure. So we could go barn. We could drop a barn right here. I think that's a safe play. It's nice to have the freedom to expand your islands. Another Easter Bunny just kind of sitting here. I don't think they stack, so. We'll just kind of put anything that produces anything right here to really maximize our Easter Bunny. I'll throw the pastor right there too, just so I don't keep drawing them. I'm really sick of seeing that card. Another ager, church rabbit, antenna, silo, solar panel. This actually would have been a great spot for a silo, but of course that ship has sailed. Antenna, we don't need energy. We can afford to re-roll just a little bit here. More apple trees, absolutely. We'll take that. And we won't even look back. So let's go apple tree, and apple tree. So these feed into the oven and they help create our candied fruit, which doesn't sell great, but it's going to very much be the key. We just need a mixer, folks. Just looking for a mixer here. Just looking for a mixer. We are effectively making everything else that we need. Just need a mixer. This nice little production chain here. Got things just bouncing around. What I love about this... Water tank, yep. So what I love about this is the mill is feeding directly to the fermenter and not to the melter, right? So you're actually getting dough. Getting some tortillas too, of course. They're really hard to avoid. Anybody who's played Terracards knows that. But we're getting the dough and we're getting the candied fruit. So, tremendous. You'll love to see it. And I'm excited to get that mixer. Let's hope it doesn't elude us for too much longer here. Just need a mixer. Alright, Gluttonous Feast. I think there is some utility with that. Given Jingle Clucks will be an animal and, you know, elves are animals and all that stuff. So, really interested to see how this goes. I really am. What are we doing with the ager here? I see why they gave us the ager. Because we have olives and we're making bread. But it's not part of this build here, at least yet. We could maybe set up a little side action, but we'll see. More cocoa trees, absolutely. We will get more cocoa trees, and we will be happy about our acquisition. So let's throw a water tank right here, get a little more production. And you're probably saying, well, you need to put cocoa trees, you know, all on their own island, right? They need to be homogeneous. And I understand that. But the plan is not to keep it a cocoa tree for very long. And you'll see if things go the way I hope they go. We'll see. Fermenter, Bunny Dracula. Oh, that's a fan favorite. More sugarcane. There's the mixer. Here we go. Almost grabbed sugarcane just sort of out of instinct there, but we got the mixer, folks. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is the pinnacle moment we've all been waiting for. Well, we gotta get it in my hand first, of course. But let's see what happens here. Another gnome, yep, don't mind if I do. Alright, here we go. So the mixer goes right here next to the refinery. Okay. And it should create... This should create the Pannettone dough, which then goes in the oven to make the Pannettone. And then from what I understand, the Pannettone is fed to giant chickens, which explains why the giant chickens are adjacent to the oven. And then it turns into Jingle Clucks. Turns the giant chicken into Jingle Clucks. So we're going to see here. Drum roll, please. There we go. See, look. We got it. Jingle Clucks, look. All right. All right. And now what we can do, folks, with Jingle Clucks on the board, we're going to get elf eggs every turn. And then we can start throwing elf eggs in all of these adjacent fences, which are going to turn our trees into Christmas trees. So here we go. Let's morph this thing into something that is previously... Look at this. We got turkeys already. Turkeys with 2 and 15, but Christmas trees. Boom. There we go. And it doubles the production of the turkeys as well. Oh, goodness. Our fence is filled up. I believe that some of the turkeys are going to die after 4 turns, right? Is that what they do? After 4 turns, dies, giving 1 turkey. Okay. Okay. So, that's okay. What we'll be able to do then is just kind of wait it out. But we get Christmas trees, and these are going to double the production, or double the value, sorry, of any, what is it, crops, I believe? Doubles the value of items, just items in general. So now what we can do is we can set up, so we're obviously going to want to go with this right here, right? Get crops here. But are you starting to get a sense of what I'm getting at here? We have an Easter bunny in our hands, right? So why wouldn't we just get monstrous value out of our chocolate, right? Why wouldn't we? We have some spaces for a few more trees here. Could use some more trees here as well. Let's grab some cocoa trees, sure thing. So let's assess. We are making Pannettone, and it does give us 17k per turn, but holy crap, what just happened? Look at this! Gifts. Is that 15,000 gifts? For $5 million? We made $12 billion? What is going on? Why are we making bread now? Oh man, I don't even understand. I mean, chocolate bar, what? No, it's all about the gifts. The elves are insane. The eggs? This has gotta be some kind of glitch. 1.2 million eggs? What is going on here? I'm gonna have to, like, screen cap this. This is insane. Oh my gosh. I mean, whatever happened, the game broke. I mean, definitely the game broke. I wasn't even sure I was gonna be able to break the game. But folks, I guess that's just what we do on this channel. That is just par for the course. We're getting a Jingle Clucks card every turn as well, plus a production to apple, tree, and grapes in the whole farm. Turns chickens into turkeys. Occupies 4 slots. Is there really utility in continuing to add these? I don't know. That's what I don't know. Elves here. Plus 1 production per adjacent island Christmas tree. So is that what's happening? How are we getting so many eggs? Holy crap, look at these turkeys. That's how we're getting all the eggs. These turkeys are like super powered. Yeah, 7 eggs per turkey. And they're getting like a multiplier due to all these Christmas trees. So that's what's happening. Look at this production for 1 turkey. It's 14,000. That's insane. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And you know what, folks? You love to see it. You love to see it. That's right. Just busted the game. No problem. And if you've been, hanging with me up until this point, hanging through the lagginess, kind of the issues that need cleaned up with this newest update, because anybody who's played Terracards knows that it didn't always used to be like this. In fact, this is really, it's almost hypnotizing. All right. Yep, let's get it down. Turns into a Christmas tree. You love to see that. Another Christmas tree. Also, love to see that. We're going to get an Easter bunny down right here. And we're going to get... So these turkeys, they will die though, I believe. But that's okay because we have chickens that we can just come in and replace them. But what we want to do is get elves down. We want to get them here and here. We want to get a bunch of them. So we kind of just have to wait. Alright, so the turkeys do perish, as expected. But that's okay because we can make room for a new generation of turkey friends. And let's see what kind of income we're getting. Of course, yeah. 3.48 million and yeah, just a casual 36 mil, no big deal. The gifts though, just insane. Do the gifts really sell for that much? I thought they were mildly underwhelming. $10. There's got to be some mathematical error there. Or maybe the game just, I don't know. I don't know what happened, folks. This is another crazy day in Terracards, I suppose. More gnomes? Yeah, of course. We'll go more gnomes. You bet. So now it's elves, and we're getting a lot of elves. Throw down more Christmas trees. Get a nice Christmas island here. I don't know if you've, my goodness gracious, folks. What is going on here? Okay, so we got a million, so that's 100 million, so this is a billion, trillion, quadrillion, 4.611 pentillion dollars in one turn. This is absolutely insane. And I can't even explain it. There's gotta be a glitch or something. That's my only explanation. $59 trillion in gifts. My goodness, man. My goodness. Terracards, I love you. So, next question is, can we take this to the end? Like, to the end? To turn, like, 2,000. Can we do it? I mean, do you know how to spend 4.6 pentillion dollars? I don't. Jingle Clucks, sure. Pastor, I think got a nice little fence for you. Kind of sick of looking at ya. This is insane, folks. I don't even know what to predict. Yeah, I mean, that's steady income. Oh my goodness. Talk about nuclear. I bet you this game like crashes. Yeah, look, I can't even cash in. It won't even let me. Like, there's not enough characters on the game. It won't even let me cash in. In fact, if I end my turn... So the game is literally broken. Like, it's not figuratively broken, right? I know I like to say, you know, we're going to the moon and all that stuff, which, yeah, we kind of live on the moon in Terracards for sure. But the game is physically broken now. Let's see what happens when I have my turn. Okay, it's just ceasing to give me income, which is fine, I guess. We don't really need it. Oh man, some crazy stuff going on here today. Giant chicken. See, if we get chickens, then we can get turkeys, right? There's not an adjacent bird net. We'll grab them. Funnily enough, our chickens have completely vanished, right? In place of the superior Jingle Clucks that absolutely destroys the game. For some reason, we're getting a peanut gnome as well. And since it's Christmas here, you betcha. Yeah, peanut gnome, pastor. Everything in a 2-island radius. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah, so we're just like literally not getting income anymore. This is wild. This is absolutely insane. So I'm gonna play a giant chicken right there. So it looks like, oh yeah, never mind. So we got the giant chicken. It's gonna give us just regular chickens, and now we can use this to get more turkeys, see? Turkeys with, look at this. Yeah, there's definitely a calculation issue. Or maybe it's just truly that overpowered. I don't know. What do you think? You know, comment down below. Let me know. Because this is just wild. Never seen anything like this. Never seen anything like this at all. Can't even cash in. I mean, this is just crazy. Big hiccup here. Yeah, the game is not going to be doing so well. It's giving me the blue ring of death, if you will. Really had to think about that one. Look at this production on the turkey over here. There's got to be a calculation issue here, folks, for sure. What do you think's going on? Just a bug or what? I mean, I think overall, right, the build itself with the Pannettone and Jingle Clucks is very strong. I mean, it's got the potential to just go nuclear. I haven't even... So what you would do next here, right, with the build like this, is you would, once we're able to pay the tax man here, I don't know if my game will even support this anymore. Yeah, it's having big time trouble. But what you would do here is you would just line your Christmas tree islands with crops, right? Crops that you can sell for profit, of course. For instance, yeah, we are just having some serious game issues here. For instance, and I'll throw my sugar cane here because this is where it's got to go ultimately, but I'll just get another crop and we'll simply just take a look. Not that it's really going to matter with the type of income we're pulling in every single turn. And it just game overed me. I made too much money. I must be I must be shunned for it. So there you go, folks. Another exciting day in Terracards version 1.2.6. I think that there are some definite bugs that need to be worked out. But what did you think of the build? I thought the build was challenging. It was challenging to assemble everything together in a sensible way to ultimately make that Pannettone, right? And once we made the Pannettone, it was to the moon from there. And we definitely took this to the moon. And then something happened to our, $5 Pentillion space empire, right? Hard to say exactly what happened, but another fun day in Terracards. Looking forward to having these bugs get a little more cleaned up, so we can play more sensibly, I should say. Anyways, folks, I am going to end the video here. But I really do appreciate your viewership. Thank you so much for tuning in. More Terracards content to come right here on this channel. Just stay tuned. I gotcha. Happy holidays to everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back soon, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.